Hello again, everyone. I'm going to work a little bit on the improv to confirmation. I recently put up a video that went through the main melody of the tune, what you call the head, and we worked on counting and figuring out exactly how to play it. Also, I'd like to announce that I've started a Patreon, Started a Patreon account. And for those that would like to support the channel, I invite you to click on the link in the description and go check out what's going on over there at Patreon. I support several channels on Patreon as well. So, if you have a couple extra bucks laying around and you'd like to support your favorite channels, Patreon's a great way to do it. Confirmation. I think instead of using all those rootless voicings that I'm always using, I'm just going to start with some basic chords, what they call chord shells, like root and seventh. So that's going to be E minor 7 flat 5. Kind of hard to tell without anything but the root and the 7. Then A7, D minor 7, G7, C7, F7, B flat. And you see there's a real pattern here. This is cycle of fifths. E, A, D, G, C, F, B flat. Then we're going to kind of go down chromatically. But, when you go down chromatically, that's cycle of fifths too. Like that. See? Because it can be thought of as A, D, G, not A flat, G. So. And then C and back to F. All right? Now this will kind of free us up to just think melodically in our right hand. We're not trying to match our scales to a particular kind of chord. Just basically major or minor. So, with only this much going on, it would be helpful to outline some of the other notes of the chord, like the third and the fifth. And here I'm going to E minor 7 flat 5. So you see if I come down a G minor chord, that kind of fills in those missing notes. There's my A, but using like a diminished chord here gives me the notes of A7 plus a flat 9. So let's see what we've got so far. See, that's a tritone substitution. You can go to G, or you can go to D flat. And there, I purposely ended on the and of 4. I said do something like a yeah, instead of ending right on the beat, like da 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 dee da 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 is not as hip as dee da 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 do da, like that. All right, and then I think it goes through that the A section twice basically. Let's look at the bridge. Now the bridge harmonically is C minor with a major 7th, C minor with a flat 7, and then this is actually F. So it's a C to F, and if I start with just, that's not enough. Let's see, what would be a good thing to do there? Let's just try that. So yeah. We're going to start on C minor. And we're going to end up on F, and we could, put that little, what they call this contrapuntal elaboration of static harmony, or kesh for short, but let's not make it complicated. It's just moving the root note down until you get to there, and then that actually functions as an F7th chord. So nice, easy to construct lines here. Like that, see? And then more onto B flat. And then to E flat minor, I'll do a rootless voicing. Okay? And the cool thing about this is if you play through the 2-5-1 like this, and then keep going to G minor, C, and F, back to the the A section of the song. If you can make a line go through all of that instead of kind of stopping on each little, like just doing a line on the 2-5-1, and then stopping and then doing a line on the 2-5-1 going to F. It's nicer if you can kind of play a line that goes all the way through that. And what do they call that? Playing through the changes, or and making chromatic connections when you can. So let's try another one here. See, I was coming up D flat major scale right into G minor. I managed to land on the 9th there. That's because I'm a deeply religious person and my prayers are sometimes answered. So those little chromatic connections, I mean, you have to look at those as gifts from the great master up above. All right, so here we go. The middle part again, starting on C minor. All right, now that was a kind of too long of a line. Let me see if I divide that up a little bit. Yeah, not just phrasing your lines to fit over a 2-5-1 and then another line over the next 2-5-1, but letting the lines kind of flow through all those changes. So to play a kind of a longer line there. I talked recently a little bit about some polyrhythmic ideas, very useful if you like to get lost in a tune, just put a lot of polyrhythms in. And if you don't get lost, you'll probably make somebody else get lost. So let's try some of that. Let's try that one Mose Allison was doing. It's like a 1 da 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 da. All right, let's try some kind of 1-4-5 arpeggios in here. Let's see. Now these kind of give you more kind of choppy lines for sure. All right, how about some pentatonic stuff here? So on the A, I'll use an E flat pentatonic, since that's an A altered. The tritone pentatonic scale, tritone substitution pentatonic scale should work. So, what's my chord progression? E to A 7th, right? That's A 7th, but with this flat 13 and sharp 9 in there, it looks also like an E flat, dominant chord, unaltered. So that's why the E flat pentatonic works there. So let's use it. All right, let's use it. Let's put it over even a couple of chords. Let's see if I can make this work. Yeah, it kind of works over the other chords too. Let's try it again. All right, see there I went C. I was actually thinking F sharp pentatonic, but I should have been thinking B pentatonic, but it's got most of the same notes in it. See, C to F, but if I do F altered, then I can use the B because it's a tritone away from F, see? like that. See, C minor, B flat pentatonic, B pentatonic, like that, see, all right. Right, see, I was still in the C minor, I went right to the B pentatonic because I was going there. Right. So, you know, it's nice when things don't fit together exactly perfectly. It makes it, I don't know, a little jazzier sounding or something. It's kind of like the blues, you know, you're playing a major chord and you're hitting away on that minor third. Doesn't exactly, you know, fit, but that's the nature of the blues. Now, at the risk of alienating all my subscribers, let me just throw another little advertisement in for my Patreon page. I will make this pledge, is that I'm not going to cover anything for Patreon people only. Everything will still remain free. So this is more just like a donation. You know, anything extra I provide to Patreon will be just like a little icing on the cake type thing. But everything of any real importance will always be free right here on YouTube, and that includes like the PDF files that I put up. For instance, let me show you how easy it is to download one of my PDFs and use it. It's so easy. So you're watching a video, you know, and you come down here to the description. See? Hold on a second, Kath. So you're watching one of my videos. You just scroll down here to the description and then just hit it where it says free PDF right there. Hit it. Then, yeah, it just opens up right there, see? See, that's it. You just click on it, and there it is. You know, no passwords, no give me your email address or any of that kind of stuff.